Even in their worst nightmare, the Bawock people could never have foreseen what happened to them in the year 2007 as their lives went up in smoke. On the 3rd of March 2007, a conflict occurred between two agricultural ethnic groups, the Bali-Bawock and the Bawock in the northwest region of Cameroon. The ethnic unrest started when the Bali-Bawock, who first arrived in the locality, claimed that they were the legitimate landowners and wanted to chase away the Bawock, with whom they have been sharing the same land for close to a century.
They started by ransacking our farms, then they came to our houses and started breaking our front doors. After 2 days, they came back with fire. Some of us were hiding inside the church house, and we could witness how they were putting fire on our houses. We escaped the village through shortcuts. We were running in different directions, trying to get to a safer place.
Though the conflict claimed no human life, the material damage inflicted was unprecedented in that locality. The aftermath of the conflict was very complicated for women, because they were faced with returning home to a crumbled society burnt down by the punishing expedition from their neighbors. They had to cope with the trauma. They had to rebuild, but with what resources? And without the essential capital, the land.
When a woman has no access to farmland, it is a problem. When a woman has no home because of a conflict, it's a big problem. It is painful for a child to get up one morning and cry for food, and you are unable to give the child food. You prefer even taking away your life.
The land issue is considered the main source of conflicts in the northwest region of Cameroon, and the Bawock women, after this conflict, had to face this sensitive file, whose solution still seems far-fetched, even to the public administration. How can the Bawock women claim their farmlands, especially in a general Cameroonian context where women and girls are disadvantaged in relation to land ownership? Almost 3 years after the Bali-Bawock conflict, no significant action has been taken by the public authorities. None of the perpetrators has been prosecuted. None of the farmlands seized has been restituted. The obstacles to sustainable peace between these two communities seems to be filled by their respective elites, with the complicity of some high-ranking personalities in the public administration.
Within the context of this conflict, the women are only asking to have access to some land on which to carry out their farming activities. I believe if this is done, these women could help change the adamant position of their husband. The Bali-Bawock conflict is not an isolated case in the region, and because men have shown proof of egoism above general interest, that is why I believe the solution will come from women.
The task of sustaining peace at the end of a conflict is enormous. The Bawock women are trying to cope with the difficulties thanks to well-wishers and NGOs such as the Justice and Peace Commission, a Roman Catholic program whose activities aim at healing the wounds through reconstruction and peace building.
We're trying to make the women know that they have a role to play. They are peace builders. You know, a woman is just everything. That you carry in your womb for 9 months is enough to tell you that your very being is peace in itself.
Peace begins from within, and one can only give out what one has. If a woman doesn't have that inner peace, she can't pass it on to others. It is therefore important to enable women to find that inner peace so they can use it to impact society positively.